Why some of engineers grow 10x faster in their career while others are stuck on site area for years? Yes. In today's video, I'm going to talk about very precious, very demanded skill set, Primavera P6 project planning and control. By the end of this complete video, I'm pretty sure that you are going to learn a lot about this growing career, right? And if you are a fresher, you are no more like a jobless guy, low salary job guy, right? You're gonna get this skill in very productive way. For freshers, there is a good news that this skill is going to get you more productive job career and the job in multinational company as a junior planner or scheduler. So don't get away. Stay there till the end of today's video. Then mid-career level planning engineers who are stuck with low salary, unproductive career, they are always asking to their bosses, we need increment in the salary, but no, benefit. So this video is going to give them the opportunity to transform their career from, site or low productive engineering career to planning engineer. Then there are people, experienced ones. They are having 10 years plus experience. They can learn this skill and transform their career from engineering to the managerial career, right? Then there are people who are stuck on site, right? They can become a planning engineer in the head office, right? So why you need to watch this video? Because this video is going to bring high salary secret. This video is going to give you a career which is going to be called as white collar job career. You are going to stay inside the head office. Then you can work like a project manager. You can independently work as a remote job freelancer in Europe, in USA, and you can find your next job in UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, in oil and gas and construction industry, right? So let's start. The first thing, because you are going to start this learning this job career, so the very important thing for you people to learn the job description, the job role of a planning engineer, right? So let's discuss about this thing, because this from here your journey is going to start it, right? So let's talk about the, this is something I'm sharing from LinkedIn, and you can see over here, if I can share with you, just I have written here on my LinkedIn, planning engineer. This is the region. You can write here US, UK, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, whatever you want to write here, right? So I got here job career, job ad, and there are Hill International, one of the company, and you can find here JD. So in this company, JD are like any other JD or job description, job responsibilities. Companies are mostly requiring from planning engineers. They should be expert in scope management. I will be explaining each and everything. First, we should make reverse engineering how companies are going to put their requirements right on job board, on job ad. So they need a person who is having scope management expertise, scope statement, work breakdown structure, okay, project stakeholder in requirements, then scope changes, then quality control and so on and all, right? Risk management, there are you can see compliance, project specifications, procedures, project scheduling objectives. So these are the things every other company is going to demand from you people. Like as a planning engineer, you are responsible to produce project schedule. Now project schedule is a output, right? I'm going to explain each and everything. Before compilation or finalization of that specific document, let me share with you that project schedule, how it looks like. That is the requirement of the company, right? Okay, so this is project schedule, but behind this ready-made project schedule document, there are many things you need to understand. There is work breakdown structure, right? You need to understand how to prepare this work breakdown structure, how to load the activities, what are the linkage methodology or the management, what is the time management, scope management, cost management, resource management, what is the cash flows, right? What are the cash flows there? So these are the things every company is going to ask you, that if you are familiar or you have been working in such kind of environment where you have been performing such kind of things, right, then you are welcome for next our job interview, right? So you have to make your mindset like as a reverse engineering. Company's demand is there, now we are going to start learning these things one by one. Now it will be more easy, right? So let me share with you slide again, and that is the job role. So to prepare a project schedule, we need, five important things to combine together, right? The first thing is project management. So, to become a planning engineer, there is a recipe, the 5 ingredients you get to add in your profile, in your learning, right? Now your journey is going to start it, right? So, be ready, fasten your seat belts, and stay focused, right? So, first thing, first ingredient, the first top secret you need to get familiar, you need to get grip on project management. So project management is very vast field. In every walk of life, in every department of engineering or non-engineering works, or in our daily routine life, we are using project management, right? So exactly what does mean by project management, right? So let me share with you in different kind of bit and pieces. So here we are. When you talk about project management, you talk about a task and the top of the line, the work management, how or what kind of works are part of that project management. And then time management, how to manage that work and how much time it will require to deliver. Like if I have a building, road, pipeline, or any other work to manage, so I need to identify how much time it is there. Like I have to manage like 1 year, 2 years, and how I have to split that time. Like design, there are different kind of works there which I'm supposed to manage, right? So how I have to divide that complete time into different kind of packages, so that is called time management. Cost management, how I have to manage my cost. And procurement, how I have to outsource different kind of materials, manpower, and services. Resource management, how to deploy those resources on my different kind of work packages or activities. Then there are uncertainties, to which we call risk management. Threats, there are project opportunities, how to handle them, how to mitigate them. Then there is quality management, project specifications, and all that, right? So that is complete package of project management. And communication management, as a planning engineer, this first ingredient, this first top secret, project management, is included all of these things. When you are going to work on pipeline, road, combined cycle power plant, oil and gas, everywhere these things are going to remain the same. The concept, implementation, so it is going to be same for all civil engineers, electrical, mechanical, management profile, everything is going to be same. Okay. So the second ingredient is product development cycle. Many of you people who are watching this video right now, maybe civil engineers handling their building, roads, infrastructure, maybe mechanical engineers managing their pipeline, combined cycle power plants, electrical engineers handling their grid stations, substations, and all that. So their product development cycles are differing. Building is different to the road, pipeline is different to the tanks, right? So that is product, that is your product, right? So how that product is going to be developed, right? How that product will be constructed. There are different stages, like there are civil works involved, there are mechanical works are involved, there are electrical works, there are instrumentation installations, right? And all these things, and further there are commissioning works, and further inside these things, there are detailed sequences, logics, when I'm going to start civil work. And then, so now I need to make data development, how this data development will be done. Like for this civil works, I'm gonna conduct this study, that how much work I have to carry out, how much time it is going to take, how much cost for this civil works, how many things I need to procure, how many resources I will be requiring, what are the threats there, what are the project specifications, and how to communicate that project reporting for this deliverable. And one by one, if I'm going to conduct this complete project management for every single phase, for every single milestone, that is going to give me a data development in Excel sheet. So once as a planning engineer, I'm done with this development, the second or the third important thing, I have to load this data into Primavera P6. All that data will be loaded within Primavera P6, because that is the software, that is the PMIS, Project Management Information System, right? But as per the contract documents, what is the contract? Contract is a legal document which is signed and stamped between different kind of parties. There is not single organization who's handling this project. There are clients, consultants, and contractors and subcontractors. So all these parties, all these organizations are going to sign one document which is legal binding, in which there is a detailed information when project is going to started, when project is going to finish, what are the payment milestones, and all that, right? So that is very important thing you have to understand. This is project planning engineers, ingredients, inputs, subset skills they have to develop. And by learning all of these things, the project schedule will be developed within Primavera P6, which I'm going to share with you. See that it will be ready to go. Once you are going to get grip all of those things, right? Such kind of project schedule will be developed, right? So what are the career futuristic trends, right? Next 5 years career futuristic trend I'm going to share with you people. If you are a fresher, you just imagine yourself that you are going to learn the very basic level understanding of Primavera P6, the basic level project management implementation, and then you will become a planner or scheduler or junior planner. The people who are going to learn such kind of things, they are going to get salaries like 4,000 to 5,000 dirhams. And the most probable, the major thing which is going to support them, they are going to get job easily even at fresher level in UAE, in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar and Oman, and even in US market, right, as a freelancer. So they are going to get this much salary, and 4,000 to 5,000 dirhams a real. And if you are going to add, the reporting system like Primavera P6, the planning phase is for the junior people, but the tracking, if you are going to add your tracking with 1 or 2 or 3 years of experience, you are going to get this much salary. Then if you are going to add this next level skill like EOT, delay analysis, risk management, you are going to having like 3 to 4 years of experience, right? This is the skill ladder which I'm going to share with you, that over the period of next 5 years, how you have to work on your profile. You are going to get 15,000 dirham salary. It depends on the experience, right? PSP, planning scheduling professional certification, exam based certification, which will be only achievable once you are going through all these ladder steps. You are familiar with Primavera P6, you are familiar with project planning scheduling, you are familiar with EOT, then you can achieve this milestone PSP. And as per this current milestone PSP, you will be able to find job or get job 18,000 to 20,000 dirhams. And then project manager, obviously you will be eligible to apply for the jobs with 5 years of experience as a project manager. But on the same way, how many people you can see around you who have more than 5 years of experience, but they are not performing that much, you can say, valuable things. They are not getting a valuable salary. But with skill engineering job career, with step by step enhancement in your skills, you can make the wonders, you can make the magics, right? So that is what I'm going to share with you people. So Primavera P6, many people, I'm going to share with this dashboard. This is Primavera P6, right? And if you want install this software, right now on the this link, you can click there and you can find there one video which is going to help you how to install this setup in your system. The complete step by step installation guide is there, right? Just click that one first, install this one, or later on you can install, but carry on watching this video. And please stay focused. And even I would recommend you people keep one diary with you so that you can note down each and everything, right? So let's start. This is Primavera P6. When you are going to open this Primavera P6, it will look like this one. It will look like this one. This is EPS. You can see the project window, EPS, Enterprise Project Structure. Now, EPS is, I will give you an example. If you are going to download anything in your computer, that file is going to be saved. But before saving, it is going to ask you in which folder you want to place it, right? So that is the same function, because in Primavera P6 there are many kind of multiple projects you can develop. So it is easy, you can segregate them, you can separate them from project to project on the basis of their nature. The way I have make corporate sector, IT sector, there is one oil and gas sector, there is one engineering and construction sector, there is energy sectors, right? So you can make different kind of enterprise project structures, right? So how to make, first thing, the first thing, whenever you are going to install your Primavera P6, first thing, you have to customize your EPS, different kind of folders within your Primavera P6. So how to make this one, right? So I'm going to click here on the top of headline enterprises, and once you are going to click on that one, in drop down window you can find further enterprise project structure. So once you are going to click here, so there is already developed window by me, it's not ready to go. always you have to develop as per your requirement. You can add different kind of departments: projects, water treatment projects, oil and gas projects, upstream projects, downstream, pipeline, whatever, right? So you can just click on this add button, and you will find here like this way a new line will be added. You can add here something like upstream projects. Okay, upstream USP. All my upstream projects will be here. Upstream projects, right? And that's done. So within this window, if I can go down, scroll down, and you can see this is being created. And that is the very initial level. Now, after understanding all of these things, like, okay, I will be getting into those details, what is project and how project will be developed and all that. But right now, we should understand how to launch our new project within this software, because this is going to be very complex if you are not going to start from very basic level. So how to launch our new project within Primavera P6? So the steps are very simple, right? What are the steps? I have to click here. See, I will share with you. These are the, here you can see, this is the project window. This is my timeline window. There are, some functionalities over here, commands. Some are active, some are not active. Why? I will be showing you, because we are not actively having any project open. This is not project standalone window. This is multiple EPS window, right? So what I need to do, so I have to click here file, because we are going to launch our own project. So file, and once I'm going to click on file, in the drop down window, the top of the line is new. So here the new window is showing up. I will be clicking here, three dotted area. There is scroll down and upstream. I'm going to allocate the folder where I want to place this file. So it is upstream, right? Okay, next, when my project is going to start it, and what is the name of my project, like project ID, contract document is going to provide me this information. Let's say my project name is upstream project unit 7, and I'm gonna write here gas, or upstream pipeline project unit 7, something like that, right? So that's what I'm gonna write here. The name, I repeat again, the name will be extracted as per the legal documents. Next, the legal documents, contract documents, commencement letter is going to guide me that when my project is going to start. So three dotted area. So let's say my project, as of now, I'm making this video, so maybe my project is going to be started later on, like in 17th of December, after 2 months. So I'm going to click here that specific date, and here you can find the finish date. But as of now, don't put any finish date, because we will be managing our finish date once CPM will be finalized. There are many secrets, there are many tips and tricks. So in even in job interviews, people are going to ask you why we don't give any finish date at this stage. It is not the matter that we don't know the finish date. We know each and everything, but the philosophy behind not assigning any finish date is software oriented, because Primavera P6 is going to keep our project open ended, and in open ended status of project, we have many options to tackle our project. But once we are going to assign any date, it will be closed ended, and in that specific situation, Primavera P6 is going to give us too many complexities. So that's what we don't want. Okay, so then next, responsible manager, you can later on create and assign. Next, here you can assign any terminology to assign the cost, and standard rate would be here. Next, congratulations, you have made a new project file. Just click here finish, and it's done. So here under this folder, you can find this is your project. Just right click and open project, and here we are. So this is our activities window. Within our activities window, our this standalone project will be open. Here there are multiple projects, right? How to open this one into after this enterprises, right? This is the sequence you have to memorize. Okay, so that is the simplest thing, you understand? So that is our project is just started. This is a very scratch level, and we have launched successfully our project file. So next thing is very important to understand before diving into Primavera P6, because as a planning engineer, it is not only to play with Primavera P6 software, but I have already mentioned there are different kind of sub skill sets you have to carry out with you people in parallel way, right? So software, we have already launched the file, we gone through basic level understanding, right? And we will keep on learning that dashboard, don't worry at all. But at this moment, after launching that profile, what is the important thing I want you people to understand? That is project life cycle. Your project, your building, your pipeline, your road construction project, you need to understand the project life cycle, how industry is gonna operate. You can call it framework. The implementation of project management, the first thing I have shared with you, the project management, how we are going to apply that project management. So here we are going to name it project life cycle. So project life cycle is basically divided into five different kind of process groups. You can assume it, our building, MEP, pipeline, any product you are working into, you can just imagine that work site area. So it is gonna start it with the initiate phase. Initiate is obvious, it is giving me the information that something is gonna started, right? So initiate. So within initiate, obviously project need, the companies, the stakeholders like client and consultant, all these upper management is going to talk about what we need, the project need. They are going to make assessment. We need railway track, we need road construction, we need this pipeline, we need this refinery construction, we need this fertilizer to be constructed, right? So that is need assessment. They are going to conduct their studies, like in city they are going to make some bridge, traffic is halted all the time, so government authorities are going to make assessment, and that is need assessment, right? The first thing. Second thing, business documents. Like they are going to evaluate, now this project is going to be constructed, but before construction, they have to talk about the profitability, cost benefit analysis, technically this project is viable, and market analysis. What is going on in the market? What is the projection for next 5 years with respect to cost, with respect to technology, with respect to market analysis? And they are going to prepare their own profitability charts with finance people, with the engineering experts and all that. So that is called business documents. And then after that is approved, your project is like on that edge, that okay, we need this project, that's thumbs up. Your business documents are going to give you green signal, that's thumbs up. And then your survey team is going to visit that site area, they are going to bring those coordinates. Those coordinates will be handed over to the AutoCAD operators, designers, and they are going to prepare basic design. Like if you are going to make building, road, pipeline, refinery, their model, their prototype, their basic layout will be drawn, and it will be presented in front of the stakeholders. And parallel to that basic design, the basic cost estimation will be presented and will be outlined there in the meetings with the decision making authorities. And at the same time, when these works are going on parallel, contract specialist people are going to prepare that what kind of contract clauses, like contract legal document, how that should be compiled, what should be inside this contract document, what should be the obligations, responsibilities, when project is going to be started, when it is going to be finished, payment milestones, and what are the specifications, what are the standards which we are going to conduct during these projects. And there are many things they are going to add, that how project delivery method should be, and how to award this project. This is going to be bidding procedure, right? So all these things are happening inside the initiate phase. And the second phase is called closing planning phase. Sorry, not closing. Closing is not there, right, at this moment. So the first is initiate phase, the second one is planning phase. So within this planning phase, detailed engineering design, all your designers, after having this approval of basic design, on the basis of this data, they are going to prepare this detailed engineering design, like your construction drawings, your elevation drawings, your floor plans, your road construction sectional drawings, your piping isometric drawings, your PFD process flow diagrams, all those project oriented issue for construction drawings. Like on the basis of those shop drawings, your site team is gonna construct the things. They can start their site work, right? So that is mean detailed engineering design. This is very important to pen down all this information, because this is your way forward. This is your complete work frame company is going to follow with different kind of stakeholders. I'm highlighting every organization's things as well, don't worry. So detailed engineering design is there. So once it's done, so your quantity surveyors, the people who are quantity surveyors, they are going to play a very important role to compile estimation. They are going to, from these detailed designs, they are going to take off the quantities. I will be sharing that BOQ like this one. So your quantity surveyors are going to take off your project quantities. Like this is pipeline construction project, right? So they are going to make like this document. This is going to be like a BOQ. This is a description, right? And this is a unit of measurement. This is your total work quantification. That is what they are going to take off. This is the rate. Like for 1 kilometer they are going to cost this one. For 1 square meter they are going to cost this much, right? So multiplication of this E and F is going to give you this cost. And at the end you can see 32 million is going to add up over here, and that is procurement. Okay, so this is your BOQ. This complete is the sample project of piping construction project, your BOQ, bill of quantity. That is how your quantity surveyor is going to compile this BOQ, right? So along with this one, your quantity surveyor is going to present their BOM, bill of material. So along with that sheet, you can find here bill of material, in which you are going to precisely mention the material items, piping materials, to which you are going to put into the procurement team department, that they are going to acquire. They are going to prepare the procedure, process, policy, that how they are going to achieve, outsource all this material, right? So that is called BOM, bill of material. So this is the summary of BOQ and BOM, and it's going to give you all the things. So quantity surveyors are going to make this one, right? Estimation of BOQ, BOM. Okay, and estimation, quantity surveyors are going to prepare these documents. And contract, this finalization, or more things will be added, right, into your contract as per the consent of the contractor, if there is anything. Then procurement plans. These procurement plans are going to define your construction methodology, like when my steel is going to be available on the site area, when my welders, cranes, a forklift, machinery, material, manpower is going to be available on the site area, right? What are the constraints? What are the limits? How should I plan my resource requirement plan? So procurement plan is going to identify all those milestones. Now, here I'm going to share with you the senior level planning engineers are consultant side, senior expert people are going to play very important role over here. Senior planning engineers are going to compile this area. Now, the planning engineers you are going to learn is going to play that role from here. The planning engineer is going to get that data from detail designers, from quantity surveyors, the milestone dates from procurement plan, and that guy is going to prepare the construction schedule. The schedule, which looks like this one on Primavera P6. If I can open any random file, open, because this was newly generated. That's why, here I can share with you. See, something like that. Okay, so this is that project schedule which I have already been going through, right? So here we are. So that construction schedule is the major target. So the data is coming from procurement plans, the detailed designs, the estimations, right? The contract is going to give you all the level 1, level 2, which we are going to study in my upcoming slides, right? So construction schedule will be ready. Execution, the third phase is called execution phase. Execution phase is construction schedule, right? So why I'm drawing these lines, because it will be easy to understand how to map out this mind mapping. Like execution phase, within execution phase, when as soon as it's gonna started, mobilization, your contractor will be hired, right? Bidding can be, if EPC projects, bidding will be done over here, to which we call ITT, invitation to tender. This is for the EPC projects. And if your project is not EPC, the bidding will be done over here, right? Over here, right? This stage, there are different kind of priorities as per the project contract type. So mobilization will be done. The contractor is going to mobilize on the site area, right? And the work will be started as per this project schedule. Okay. The next phase is called monitoring and control. As soon as your execution will be started, both phases are parallel to each other. This is the fourth phase. Both phases, as soon as execution is going to started, monitoring will be started at the same time. You know why? Because on this side you have started excavation, you have started your road construction, building, MEP, pipeline, combined cycle power plant, solar energy project, whatever you are going to do there, your execution is started. So the same day, the same moment, your monitoring is going to be started. Why? Because your site engineers, your quality assurance, your quality control are going to play their role. They are going to document today how much time they have acquired to get that excavation, how much quantity is excavated, how much concrete quantity. So that is called monitoring. They are going to document each and every quantity, and that is called DPR, daily progress report. And that daily progress report will be shared with the planning engineer, I mean you. If you are going to understand and you're going to join your next job as a planning engineer, right? So they are going to share with you that site data, DPR, and you are going to make that progress report like the way, like DPR, daily site data, will be versus plan data. Okay. So planning engineer is going to make that progress report. So that progress report will be shared with the client and consultant, and that is going to let them know what is the project status. So the next phase is closing phase, in which you are going to make your project closing phase, final report, and all that. So that's all the project life cycle. That's how the project organizations are going to operate throughout the project life cycle, how project was initiated and how it will be handed over. So now you need to understand project levels, because if I can share with you this slide. So here there was level 1, you are going to see, because this is our level 1 schedule, right? I will be explaining all these things here. If the bidding is going to be done here, so at the end, this is bidding, so there will be level 2 schedule within initiate phase, not in the closing, right? If bidding is done here, that is tender schedule or level 2, and this would be called as L3 schedule, construction schedule. And within this one, you are going to assign the resources, that would be called level 4 schedule. And here in the execution phase, when you are going to talk about weekly basis schedules, that is filtered schedule, that is going to be called as L5 schedule. So this diagram, it's easy to understand what are the different kind of scheduling levels, right? So now project schedule levels. Level 1, obviously business level, your feasibility level schedule, in which you are going to talk about pre-construction or design phase, construction phase, post construction, or any project final reporting. So you are going to talk about final reporting and all that. So let me share with you. So here you can see that how it will look like. If I can go here, and right now, don't worry, you don't know how to do this one, I will be teaching you each and everything. So if you can talk about okay, let me share with you level 2 apply. So if you talk about your project, about design, procurement, pre-construction, construction, this is your level 1, right? And then there is a level 2 schedule, which is tendering schedule. And if I'm going to share with you people over here how it looks like, okay, apply. So that is how, this is your tendering schedule. In tendering, maybe they are going to provide this much information with such kind of things, right? So that is your level 2 scheduling. Level 3 scheduling, you are going to give the details of all the activities, and that is how it looks like. So I'm just giving you the information over here, that how it may look like. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, this is your level 3 schedule, in which all the CPM, critical path, everything is developed. Your logic is developed there, right? See, level 3 schedule is activity level. In Primavera P6, see, if I can go through the dashboard intro as well, at this is project window right now. We have to learn everything from the starting level. So this is your bar chart area, this is your activity area, and there are different kind of columns, right, through which you are going to present your project information, right? So this is your WBS level, right? This is your higher level. This is your activity level. Why I'm emphasizing? Because at this moment we are actually going through all these terminologies. So this is explained, level 3 is explained at activity level. It is going to talk about at every activity level, you are going to quantify that how much excavation quantities, like from BOQ, you are going to write there each and everything. You are going to talk about time, how much time it is going to take. You are going to talk about the resource accuracy, how many helpers, welders you are going to require to complete that work. You are going to talk about the logic, like what kind of, like I'm going to say over here, what does mean by the logic. See, this is the logic. This is the logic. See, this everything. See, first land acquisition will be done. Only in that situation you can start excavation. Once excavation is start done, then you can, so this arrow linkage, this is called logic, right? So you should, at the level 3 schedule, everything is, so CPM. Ultimately, after the incorporation of this duration and linking, the Primavera P6 is giving you the opportunity to schedule your project, and this scheduling is going to give you to development of critical path method. If I tell you, critical path method is project construction strategy which was devised in World War II by American naval engineers. At that time, they thought that there should be a construction strategy uh, to which they should relate with the different kind of analysis oriented things, like there should be different path. We should realize which one should be completed on emergency level and which one you can delay, and there is no impact on project completion. So that's what we are going to learn within this complete tutorial, don't worry. Okay, so that is the history of CPM, and the CPM is the thing we are going to implement in level 3, that will be developed. And level 4, in level 4, the level 3 is already there, but there are resource assignments, like I'm going to share with you within Primavera P6. These are the things, like if I'm going to show you what are the resources under this activity excavation, you can find that there are excavators, there are skilled labor, there are man hours, there is costing, and I have not only defined there that I need only 40 days. There is a complete philosophy that within these 40 days, every excavator is going to work for 40 hours per day, and total man hours are there. So there is a complete logic, resource assignment, right? So level 4 schedule is going to explain that what is the resource limits, and then ultimately on the basis of this resource deployment, you can create your project cash flows, your progress requirement plans, project profiles. That is called cash flow, progress profiles, or project funding requirements. If your project is equipped with such kind of features, that is level 4 schedule, right? So I hope you can understand that project life cycle, planning engineer job role, and the planning engineer subset skills, and this project scheduling level. These are very important agendas you must need to document over there, right? So now on Primavera P6, I'm going to help you people how to focus on your project settings first of all. So here we are on project window, and I'm going to just right click on this my project file, project details. It is gonna help me to give different kind of customization options, right? Right now you need to understand a project is surrounded by different kind of things. This is project level customization. Just think about it, like on the broader spectrum. After that, we are going to discuss the same feature with different kind of aspects, right? So your project is coming up with this project details in general. I can rename my project. I can make my project hibernated, like inactive, planned. There is what if analysis I can conduct. I will talk about this one as well later on. My responsible manager, I will help you how to develop your OBS. Then checked out status, checked in, then your all these calendar and notebook important points you can make in, and budget log, spending plans, not that much important, budget summary, dates, yes, your project start date, if you want to change anything, right? So you can just come here, and if you want to change any date, you should just rewrite here your project start date. Funding, okay, any important note, coding, yes, project codes. By default, you can once you are going through all of these things, you will know that what is duration type, what is person complete type. By default, you need all the activities to be developed within Primavera P6 should be task dependent. I will go through all of these things and you will know each and everything, don't worry, right? And then resources, keep it as it is. Settings, just one time. Calculations, okay, so this is important. Link budget at completion for not, if you want to make it, okay, that's fine. But at this moment, recalculate actual units, make checkbox this one, and link actuals to date, checkbox. User defined fields, keep it as it is, don't worry. The most important, general, dates, and settings, that's all, right? and yes, calculations. Okay, so take care about these things. Once you are done with all of these things, you have to just open this file and you will land on this one, activities window, right? Your project is surrounded by certain things which I need to write here. Just 1 minute. This is your project, like upstream project, and this is your project is surrounded by few things: EPS, enterprise project structure; OBS, organizational breakdown structure. Okay, then there is WBS, work breakdown structure. Then there are calendars. Okay, so these are the important things. Okay, okay, EPS I will be explaining. Different kind of folders or departments you can make over here. Enterprise, you have already done this one. Then you have to develop OBS, organizational breakdown structure. Like in your company, the authoritative hierarchy, that is what WBS, work breakdown structure, right? And calendars are going to control your timelines, the major thing which is going to define your dates and all that, right? So these are the major thing. Then there is currency as well. We have to make that currency definition, but that is a minor thing. We are going to go through these basic level things one by one. So here inside the enterprise, you can find here OBS, enterprise breakdown structure. So if I can see, already there are many people over here. Click on this add button and you can find here the hierarchy: Mr. Gohar, Mr. Rajesh, and so on and so, like this. You can just click on this add button and you can add over here. See, engineer, the PM, like engineer XYZ, or I will put up my name, engineer Vakas. And the same way you can add new people and you can make the logic. If Rajesh is gonna report to Mr. Engineer Vakas, it's like sideway arrow like this one. If PM Gohar is at the same level of Rajesh, I can make like this one, and this one at the same level as well. So like this one. See, you can add more people under this one and make complete your hierarchy. You understand? It's very easy one, not a big deal, right? Okay, that's what you can do easily, no problem. OBS is done, EPS is done. Now you need to understand the basic settings. Like into admins, you can go into admin preferences. As soon as you are going to install Primavera P6, there is one thing, notification industry. First of all, you have to select engineering, construction, government, whatever industry you are operating in. Just click one of them and let Primavera P6 how to operate your project, right? That is a very important thing. After this one, again click on admin and admin categories. From your BOQ, you have to add all those units one time, unit of measure. Like in your BOQ, you know that there is a big column. Like let me share with you. See, this is the unit of measure. See, system, joint, kilometer, square meter, and all that. Just add these unit of measure, at least one, inside the admin and admin categories. Then currency, click on this one, and this is where you can find international recognized currencies. As long if your currency is not given there, you just click on this add button, and there you can find a currency ID. You can just write here. Here you can write your currency name. Here you can write your that currency symbol, and that's all. That is defined. And how to assign, click on edit, user preferences, currency, and just take that currency like euro, like pounds, and all that. That will be done, right? So that is how you are going to do that one. Again, you have to click into edit, user preferences. These are the basic things actually. Into the time units, to make sure these two things are checkboxed. Why? I will be showing you these things, the implementation of these things, don't worry, right? So that is the important thing. Again, you have to define your calendar. Now I will click on enterprises, and here we are. Within calendars, you will find there are three categories: global calendars, and resource calendars, and project calendars. As of now, I will emphasize on global calendar. As long as it concerns with the structuring, with their composition, with their inside working, it's gonna be same. But what is the difference between global? Global calendars are made for the projects. for the multiple projects. Project calendars are made for the single projects, and resource calendars are made for the resources, not for the projects. Just remember that one. Okay, so let me share with you. Click on this first step is add button. Once you are done with any, click on this green button. New project will be, calendar will be added. Just name it upstream project unit 7. Your name will be more easy to relate that which one is your. See here it is alphabetically gone down, and just check this one, modify. Now you can change it. Now you can customize it as per your project specifications. Like let me share with you. If you're gonna click on total work hours per day and detail work hours per day, it's gonna give you this much. Shaded area is off day. If you're gonna click on 15, there are whitish area which is working days. If you're gonna click on this one, how to operate work week, let me share with you. I don't want Friday off, I need Sunday off. So I can make it here, because in Europe, in USA, Sunday is off. In Gulf region, Friday is off. So I can see Sunday is shifted. And if I can, you can say work week again. If I want to make them 12 hours, just write here 12 hours, 12 hours, 12, 12, 12, right? And the same way in time period, in 1 week there is in 1 day the shift is 10 hours. In 1 week 6 working hours, 60. In 1 month 4 weeks, approximately 60 multiply with 6, 60 is in 1 week, right? In 1 month there are 4 weeks, so 240. In 1 year 2880, right? So that's what you have to just calculate. And then if you can switch, you can manage your daily, how you are going to manage. Click on this work week, and from Monday keep pressing shift button and select over here. You want start your site from 6 p.m., 6 a.m., just make non-work work here, work. And in the afternoon, you can see that 12 non-work, this is your lunch time, right? From 12 to 1, or you see. So that is how you are going to make over here. Okay, and done. See, that is how you can restructure your calendar. And if you want any gazetted holiday, any national holiday, any Holi, Diwali, Christmas, any day, Eid, Independence Days, you can just non-work. You can just make non-work something. So Primavera P6 should know that this day the site will be off. So nothing should be assigned on this day. You understand? So that is how you can structure your calendars as per your requirement, as per the given instructions. Now there is important thing which is called WBS, work breakdown structure. Actually, when we talk about project management, the top of the line is scope management. Scope management means to structure, yeah, or to write or to document your project. The major components are designing documents, BOQ, your quantity surveyors, your designers are going to help you. But tender documents which are going to explain you L1 schedule, L2 schedule, they are going to help you that how already client has made that template. Okay, so let's say our project is EPC. Okay, so let me share one thing more that is very important at this moment before getting into the details. So this is one EPC model which you have to understand. So this is one step ahead. See, if I talk about this one, this is your requirement of different kind of manpower, like you need, and this is your different kind of phases. And here you can see here you can see progress requirement. Just understand, I'll be sharing this document as well, right? Don't worry. And if you are interested to learn, this is just a start. If you are interested to learn this thing, in this video I can only put only 5% of the complete learning, because that is the limit. But in my interactive sessions, live sessions, in which I personally take you people on Zoom or any online sessions, there you are gonna enjoy it, to learn professionally, to talk about the things personally, to ask me the things, because there is a difference between something like recorded and something like led by professional trainer in live way, right? So if you want to join those sessions, just At the end you will find a WhatsApp number, or you can find a detail in the video details, right, a link in the video details, and you can connect with my team and write their EPC project so that my team can guide you for my live sessions, right? So this is very important to understand before launching our Primavera P6 here. See, so here you can see that this is our engineering, like when our project is going to start it, like this is initiate phase. We need our feasibility report, business documents. So we need engineering, like expert people, we need those people. So that is the requirement curve. Then with the parallel, we are going to start the basic design. You understand now? You just recall that project life cycle. Along with that, detail engineering design will be started, and we need the AutoCAD operators and all that. And you can see this is going down because this requirement will be going down, and because this is going to be completed at this stage. And then your procurement team, once design is will be there, your procurement of the items will be started to outsource with the vendors and suppliers. This procurement will be initiated, and it is going to peak on the peak. And then at the same times, your details, you are going to take off the quantities and all that, and the loop is going to be high and high and high for the labor, non-labor machinery, because this is the construction phase. See, these are the the people who are QA/QC site oriented people, quality control, who are going to control that work. So that is the requirement of the manpower, trends and all that. I hope you can understand and relate it. And these are the phases, like office based people, all this is the site based people, because here you can see this is the site, this is the site oriented people. Okay, this is the site. Then there is the schedule objectives, that in which timeline I'm gonna see. This is a feasibility business document at very initial stage. Then there is model, basic design, baseline schedule at L1, this one, L2, this is gonna be L1. I'm going to explain in every aspect to relate it with the real project understanding. Detailed schedule, this is gonna be L3, where you are going to see that as per this refinery project, plant, piping, deliverables, design, and all that. And there is another one, disciplines. See, there is IT, invitation to bid study. See, that is why invitation to bid, design basis. There is conceptual study. These are the ROCs, rule of credit. All our project is broken down 100% progress. And you can see if we are going to achieve this one, 1% done, 5%, 10%, 20%, 30%. So every single thing is being structured with this one. And there is one more thing, the colors are given as a legend, that which color is showing what kind of department functionality, right? So I hope you're gonna understand this one. Just write in the comment area EPC for this document, and just go through by yourself. Even I can give the link in which I have just separately explained about this one, and you can get through that video as well, right? So getting back to the Primavera P6, explaining work breakdown structure. So work breakdown structure is a tool and technique of scope management. Scope management means you are going to build a building, road, pipeline. Now you have to make all those tasks on the paper. The process of documenting all that task to be on the paper is called scope management. But we can't go like that. We have to develop our different kind of deliverables, like if the project is EPC. What does mean by EPC? Engineering, procurement, construction. They are representing level 1 schedule. So we have to divide our project into smaller and smaller and smaller components, so that we can manage our project effectively. Project will be more controllable or manageable, right? So here we are. I'm going to click on project, WBS. As soon as I'm going to click this one, WBS window will open up. So for this one, I have to divide my project. Click this one, add design phase. Okay, design phase. Okay, then there is procurement phase. Okay, then there will be construction phase. Okay, this is our higher level planning, which will be mentioned in level 2 schedule, and we have to get all the guidelines from that schedule, right? Construction phase. So design phase is all dealing with our drawing submissions, their approvals, their details, like structural drawings, foundational drawings, fabricational drawings, right? Procurement phase is all about the outsourcing of services, materials, and construction phase is all dealing with the site planning and all that. If I'm gonna make over here in activities, you can see this blank page is colorful now. Design phase, procurement phase, the way I'm going to break down all of these things one by one. This is the parent, these are the child, that is the logic. So as per, you have to understand now, you just keep this thing in real way, that as a planning engineer, the way I have already shared with you, that you are going to interact, make meetings with the design team. They are going to give you the design milestones, what are the important drawings need to be approved before starting that construction. So let's say in design phase, I'm gonna add here, you can see here, civil drawings. Okay, civil drawings, and then there are mechanical drawings. Okay, mechanical drawings. Then there are electrical, and because we are dealing with piping construction project, right? Then there is, you can say, electrical instrumentation drawings. Okay, that is how it's gonna be happening there. Okay, so these are further broken down because it's same like a family hierarchy, right? There is a parent, there is a child, then that child is going to behave like a parent, and further child, and further, and these are the branches hierarchy. It's like it is called top to down model. Whenever we are going to break down our project into the that that model will be implemented top to down. Okay, because our major agenda is to reach on the, here I am going to write here project. Okay, project further divided into WBS, work breakdown structure will be further divided into further details, then further one, then it will depend on the project nature, and there will be a limit which we can't further break it down. So that is where we are going to add activities. So this is our project top to down template. Here all the WBS will be loaded into this window, where activities will be loaded into this window, right? Just remember that. And this is how Primavera P6 is gonna operate. Into the civil drawings, further I'm gonna add and click this one like structural drawings. In piping construction project, trench layout diagrams, because trench will be trench plans, and then there is foundational drawings. Then there are building drawings, or control room. Okay, and then mechanical drawings under this one, piping and isometric drawings. We can write here piping and isometric drawings. Okay, then there will be fabricational drawings. Okay, so this data will be given by our designing team, right? Fabricational drawings. Okay, then in electrical instrumentation respectively you can write, and now I can show you how it looks like. This is level 1, this is level 2, this blue color is presenting level 3. So that is how we are going to structure our project into different kind of things. We are going to make meeting with designing team, how they are actually pursuing this designing, right? Then we are going to make team meeting with the procurement team, and then construction team, right? So that is one by one, step by step, we are going to add the structure in WBS, and the next step is to load our activities. So now onward, I will be explaining that how this WBS, like procurement, construction, first level of WBS are already there, but how we need to break them down, like the way we have done with the civil drawings, mechanical drawings, and now it is time to go for the procurement. So let me share with you this slide, and here we are going to discuss this thing step by step, loading of WBS further on. So procurement likewise is gonna be subdivided into bulk items or short lead items, which are gonna be readily available, and that is long lead items. Before entering them into Primavera P6, let me clarify about one thing. When I talk about designing procurement, it is called home office planning or head office planning, right? So these procedures, their segregations, their divisions, their sub-level WBS will be given by already established templates by company or your senior management team. So it is very easy. Don't feel that who is going to provide them. So this I'm going to break it down, over here. I'm going to share with you Primavera P6 dashboard, and I will open project WBS, and this window is there. And I'm going to add child for this procurement parent. And here we are, bulk items, bulk items. And then I'm going to add long lead items, LLI. Okay. This is our procurement is broken down into the next level. Same, I'm now going to take turn on construction WBS, right? For that, I will be sharing that slide. So now construction, how construction will be broken down, because we are right now specifically talking about our pipeline construction project, which is linear construction project. And here construction phase will be subdivided into different kind of sections like section 1, section 2, and section 3. On the basis of pipeline length, we are going to divide that. Let's suppose this is 100-kilometer pipeline construction project. So we are going to subdivide them 25-kilometer, 25, and 25, something like that. And then mechanical equipments. There are two major junction stations, right? So we are going to, categorize them as mechanical equipment. And then at the end, there is a commissioning. So whenever you are going to schedule your project at this level, these instructions, this construction methodology, the templates of WBS will be given by senior management. Likewise, you have to get back into construction. You are going to add sub-level WBS. Here is section 1. Okay. Further, you can add their, chainage, right? Then section 2. And meanwhile, if you're watching this video, please write in the comment section area about your engineering discipline. Either you are a civil engineer, electrical, mechanical, you can join your job role as a planning engineer in pipeline construction. But it is very mandatory, my request, that you should write your discipline out there. And moreover, if you need this document, which I'm developing right now, if you need as it is the XER file, the relevant BOQs of pipeline construction project, right there your the keyword like Primavera P6 pipeline project. So my team is going to approach you and they are going to provide you all those things. And mechanical equipment, and that is how you are going to add all of these WBS, right? I'm going to add here commissioning. Okay, so that is how you are going to see that within activities window, the next level of construction phase is already being added over here. Okay. So, there is tender document, there are contractual documents, feed document, and there is BOQ that is going to help you. And from those BOQs, from drawings, you are going to refine your deliverables the way I'm writing here, section 1, section 2, section 3, and section mechanical equipment and all that. Further, one section, how it will be categorized within that one section, how you are going to make your certain kind of, and most probably there will be a discipline level breakdown. Like if I share with you the next slide, like one section as an example, civil engineering works, piping engineering works, and then hydro testing. So I'm going to further divide one single section into the WBS, and here we are going to break it down. There we come civil works. Okay, these are the discipline level WBS. Okay, then there is piping works, and then there is hydro testing. Okay, hydro testing, and same it will get into section 2 and section 3. If I can get into the activities level, you can see the next level has been generated over here. Same, I can get into the WBS, and I will take you on my and section mechanical units. Within mechanical units, there are foundations we need to build up. We need to make installations of those equipments, and we need to make pipe connections. So here we are. I am going to add over here civil works or foundational works. Okay, we can add installations of that equipment, and we can make piping connections. Okay, add and piping connections. So that is how we are going to develop our WBS in the way. Now it is turn to load the activities, because the first task is to prepare your scope baseline. This is your WBS. In other words, this is called your scope baseline. You have to completely describe your different kind of WBS, then further break down those WBS. Let me share with you how it will, if I can make sure about the things. Like here we are, this is your project level, this is your top level WBS, then you further break it down, then you make the lowest level. It depends on project to project, right? This is your full-fledged. Okay, either you have to make section 2, section 3. I hope you understand that one, right? In case of any specific query you are not getting right now, please write there in the comment section area, because your comments are going to help me to know more about my audience, my viewers, so that I can be able to answer their queries in my next video. So please don't feel shy. Don't skip the, if you want to start this job career in Gulf region, or you want to make your freelancing a remote job career in US, in Europe, right? So this is gonna help you a lot. And now it is all about activities. We need to add the procedures, how this trench plan will be compiled, how foundational drawings will be compiled, how control room drawings will be compiled, piping and instrumentation drawings, fabrication. We have to add over here the procedure. The process is called step of small actions, you understand? So we need to add activities. So I'm going to make sure about time scale is aligned. Okay, so first I need to share with you here meeting. First of all, I'm going to talk about the designing procedure, how design will be finalized. So trench plan, either this civil drawings, mechanical, piping, instrumentation. First of all, there is a meeting, kickoff meeting, you can say. Then they are going to narrate that what is the requirement, like to construct this specific item. Then there is going to be a survey on the site area. They are going to collect those coordinates, hand over to the AutoCAD, a draftman, and first submission will be done. Internal review after that, first submission, then second submission, and then approval of initial design. And this is, you can say it IFC as well. I'm talking about at this stage detailed design. So here we are going to add, this is your meeting. I'm going to add over here. See, the time you are going to add single activity, you can see in bar chart area what's happening there. There is a requirement plan mentioned by, then there are many practices companies are going to follow, but I'm going to talk about the detailed one. I will be highlighting the other way around, right? So requirement plan, there is a survey. After that survey, you are going to add, this another activity, initial submission, right? This is a procedure, and it will be given in your contract document, how approval or the cycle will be followed on. And then review, then second submission. Okay, second submission, and then approval. I will be approval, and then there will be IFC, issue for construction. Either you are working on a pipeline or building construction project, these designing approvals, maybe you should listen to your client what they actually gonna prefer. Sometimes you're designing such kind of documentation only need two kind of activities: submittal approval. So do write in the comment section area what kind of procedure you are following, this submittal approval or the detailed one. It doesn't matter, it depends on the requirement of the client. So you can just make here copy paste for this complete cycle, and I can make over here paste. See, like this way you can make your job easy. Only one time, that's because the same procedure will be followed over here. See here, The process and instrumentation drawings will be loaded the same way or will be followed the same way. And here fabricational drawings and electrical and instrumentation drawings. See, the same procedure will be followed, right? Meetings, requirement plans, and all that. Now we are going to talk about the procurement plan, how the activities will be loaded there. If I talk about bulk items, like bulk items are like they are easily available. So, mostly they are going by this procedure, right? RFQ, receive bids, evaluation, approval, testing, and purchase order issue, and delivery on site. But majority people are going to follow the very simple way. Like first, we have to mention here what are the procurement team is going to provide you the items like steel. What is then crush, and then you can say bulk items, steel, crush, then there are your simple pipings and all that. See, so within activities we need to add few activities over here. Like I can just make here evaluation of supplier. Just I'm making my own evaluation of submittal, purchase order issue. Either you can go by those, and delivery on site, DOS. The same three activities are, it depends on your company procedure, what they actually want you to write up in the project schedule. If I talk about long lead items, I have to go into my long lead items. I have to break them into add long lead items. So here we are inside the long lead items, and there are high pressure pipings. There are spools, okay, mechanical items. And within this pipes, you can just write here piping, pipe fittings, okay. This is bulk item. So here we are. So under long lead items, that is very important to understand. Once we are going to add them up, we need to see that what kind of activities we gonna add over here. So I'm gonna add maybe 7 to 8 activities, and we are going to get back to our PPT just to consult that. First of all, long lead items, RFQ, request for quotation. We are going to invite suppliers because these items will be prepared on the specified design. So they are going to give us the bids, like how they are going to provide us those services. Maybe I need a special piping, high pressure spool, joint, any instrumentation item. So on the basis of my requirement, I'm gonna ask them request for quotation, right? I'm going to request them to submit their quotation. Then the next step, they are going to submit it. That will become a receive bids. My team is going to evaluate, maybe 20 suppliers are there. So we need one supplier to get. So then we are going to, factory visit. Then after, manufacturing is done, we are going to make testing, to which we call inspection or FAT, then approval. See, that is how you are going to make these activities, shipment and delivery, custom clearance. So you can add all these activities one by one within this long lead items, right? All these activities, you understand, within long lead items. So it's very important when you are preparing yourself as a planning engineer, you have to memorize all these steps, because in job interviews, they are going to ask you. And it is mandatory to write there in the comment section area if you ever gone through planning engineering job interview, or you are just trying and you could not succeed, right? So far, please write there, because I have many ways that I can link up with more videos, so that you can help yourself how to transform your job career. Even I would like to invite you in my upcoming live free masterclass, where I'm gonna share a lot of amazing things as a bonus. There are many strategies I can guide you, that how you can start your enriched job career in planning and control. Why planning and control? Because planners are getting comparatively higher salaries, white collar job, and longer run, these people are gonna be project manager for this industry, right? So now I will get into my construction activities. I'm not gonna take that much time to add these activities, but at the end I will be showing you everything will be loaded. So now I have to add civil works. And here, one more important thing, BOQs are going to help you a lot in this specific situation. BOQ, bill of quantity. When we talk about design and procurement, company based procedures, approval cycles will be there to help us to load our designing procedures, processes, and procurement, long lead items and bulk items. But when I talk about construction, planning, site planning, and I have divided my WBS from construction to sections, from sections to civil. So within civil work, I'm going to establish my work, trench plans, and all that, right? So BOQ, what is written inside the BOQ? So your quantity surveyor is going to help you. So you need to refine your BOQ as per this narration: trench excavation, trench bedding, pipeline lowering, pre post paddling, fiber optic cable, post padding, and backfilling, right? These activities will be there to complete this civil works for pipeline construction project. So here we are, and we are going to just write all these activities one by one: trench excavation, trench bedding, pipeline lowering, and here I am going to trench excavation, and I'm going to add over here trench excavation, trench bedding, pipe lowering. So here pipe lowering, after that I'm going to add a next activity, pre post padding. Then there is FOC, like fiber optic cable, then pre-post padding. Yes, post padding. This is kind of sand just to avoid from the piping friction and all that, right? And then there is backfilling, right? So these activities will be followed to execute the civil works, right? But here I will share with you BOQ. This kind of document is going to help you to, with the help of your quantity surveyors and designers, and good idea that how this complete description of work is supposed to carry out on site area, right? So that is how you have to work on your templates and all that. And by the end of this complete video, I will be going to give you some bonuses. And if you are going to write there in the comment section area the XZR file of this and the supporting things like BOQs, templates, right? Everything will be available. So if I talk about piping works, so next slide is going to help me out. Piping is there, welding, NDT like non-destructive testing, and joint coating, which is paint actually. Same we have to load these three activities within piping works. And then there is hydro testing. Hydro testing is to fill your pipeline with the water. First of all, you have to clean it. That is what I'm going to explain it. Hydro testing, cleaning, then water filling, actually not water falling, sorry. So water filling, then pressure test, and then document, right? Pressure test is done. You are going to give some working pressure like 50 psi, 100 psi, whatever is written in the documentation. So you are going to apply those much psis, and you are going to hold as per the instructions and standard. If there is leak, you are going to make your weldings revision and all that. If there is no leak, you are going to just note it down, make this part of your document, and go on. So that is your hydro testing. So I will be loading all of this data, and this plan will look like, which I'm going to show you now. So here we are. See, our complete project activities are loaded. Our drawings are following the same procedure. First thing is to load your data, like your complete activities. That is the first thing. Once your data is loaded, right, what is the next important things as a planner or scheduler you need to understand? Your section 3, civil works, piping, hydro testing, mechanical. Within these mechanical equipments, you can see that foundations will be followed like this way around, and installations and connection with piping and all that, right? So that is complete scope is being loaded. Now we need to understand how to customize our Primavera P6. Within Primavera P6, once you are going to load the data, you need to familiar with the columns customization and timeline customization. And after that, you need to be able to set up your layouts. That is very important at this level. So columns, you can go into view, or you can access by this one, and time scale will be like by this one. Otherwise, everything is given in the view option. So let me click on view. Here is column. And what is column customization? I can add as many columns as I want. Activity ID, activity name, BL1 start, BL1 finish, original duration. That is the primary provision of columns at this stage. That is what I need at this stage. But column option is giving me big variety of columns. Availability of column is too much, which you can understand with the passage of this complete understanding of project planning and scheduling. The same way you are making your Excel different kind of sheets within one Excel report, right? The same way within one Primavera P6 project profile, project file, you can create different kind of layouts. At the time of requirement, you can switch them to address about that specific template, right? So right now you have, if I need anything extra, like from durations, I need something like float, like this one, or I want something like about from cost, I can just here, and there is budgeted total cost, something like that here. So if I can apply, you can see how it's gonna work out. See? And if I don't need anything, like I can just make them out and kick out, apply, it's gone. So now I'm going to help you how to customize your timeline. You can either right click over here and approach this time scale, and here you can make your timeline variety of templates, like you can see, you can switch from calendar and then monthly template, see, and then you can make it on yearly basis if project is really big, quarterly basis, apply, something like that. Okay, you see that how it's changing. So that is how you are going to make your time scale editing or customization. But once you are done with your basic, you are just starting your work as a scheduler and you are at this edge, you have to save it as per your requirement. So for that reason, you have to go into view, layout, then save layout as basic layout, classic layout, or whatever you want, name it. So save it at this place. Okay, how it works, once you are going to get into view again, layout, open layout, this window will open up. See, in this window you can see there are two kind of layouts, global and user. Global, it's already given by Primavera P6, right? There are different kind of layouts, right? And user means it's managed by you, right? Right now we are on planning, the name is given over here. If you can see over here, this is my layout, which is open, planning basic layout. Okay, this one. And if I will switch to this one or this one, I just need one click because I have already added those columns and saved them by another name. You understand what I mean? So that's what you can do. So this is basically how to customize your columns, timescale, and how to set up your layouts. After that, within Primavera P6, there are three dashboards are given. Like if I can click on the first one, this is activity table. There is no timeline. You can't see anything over here right now. And if I switch to the next one, like this is Gantt chart. See, if I talk about this one, this is Gantt chart, because Gantt chart is a combination of activity table and timeline bar charts. And if I switch to the third one, if I will talk about this one, this is activity network diagram. It has many advantages because when the time I want to see the logic, when the links will be there, it will help me a lot to just understand how strategy is going on. So this is WBS, this is block diagram, right? So that these are three popular Gantt, dashboards, but famous one is Gantt chart, on which I will continue to work on. After this, I have to just share with you my upcoming strategy. Like, first of all, this is way forward. After loading my all data, I need to understand to link up the activities. After that, I have to assign duration. And then we have to cross-linking our activities from one WBS to another WBS. These are the inputs to start our critical path method. Once critical path method is done, we have to look around our project schedule quality. Float is one of the best thing we have to manage. If there is total float more than 20%, we have to manage that one. Then we have to assign resources as per develop critical path method, and we have to find resource requirement, and we have to generate such reports which are going to tell as per our CPM what how many helpers, how much cash flow we need on the monthly or weekly basis. And then we are going to create cash flows, which we are going to study from the next slide. So now we are going to step into linking up different kind of activities with each other. But before linking up this, to achieve this milestone, we need to understand, let me share with you that how to perform this task. First of all, this activity will be linked up this one. So you have to make it sure that once you are going to load your activities, it must be in a sequence. So here I'm going to right click activity details, and there I will open activity detail bottom window. There I need to make relationship windows, and within relationship window I can see that there will be one activity come under predecessor and other activity will be like a successor. Now let me clear this concept. Like successor is gonna be always a dependent activity, whereas predecessor will always be an activity on which this activity is going to be dependent. Like successor is going to depend on this activity, and this activity will be depending itself on the predecessor. You understand? So that is how this complete trail is going on. Okay, so meeting, the successor for meeting is requirement plan. Survey is the successor for requirement plan. Initial submission is the successor for survey activity, and so on. You will get it in more effective way once I will start it. So what is the procedure? You have already opened the activity details, come into the successor window, because there is no predecessor at this time. There is no activity above than meeting. So we are going to start from here, and I will be sharing one by one. See, assign, and here requirement plan will be my, you can see you have to pay attention as soon as I'm going to assign successor requirement plan. You can see over here what is going to happen in the bar chart area, right? So this series is going to be started to develop, and then I will move from meeting to requirement plan. The next activity, survey, will be acting as a successor to this one, and then moving to the survey, the next activity, and then moving to the initial submission, the review, then review and the second submission. See, and if I will click on second submission, you can just click on approval, and if I can click on approval, then IFCRC, something like that. That is how we are going to link up activities in a work package, right? And moreover, you need to understand this activity details, how to customize it. I'm gonna right click here, customize, and there are many options. You can see right now: general, status, resource, relationship, and you can just whatever you want to make visible. You can take these things from this side to this side, or if you don't need anything to see on this side, you can just make like this way around, right? So that is how you can make customization. Okay. And within this relationship window, you can further customize these available columns, like I need activity ID, WBS, project ID, activity name, relationship type, and lag. As long as it concerns with the relationships, that how we are going to link up activities with each other. There are 4 type of relationships. One is finish to start, then it means one activity is going to finish, then next activity is going to start. Finish to finish means both activities are going to end up at the same time. Start to start means both activities are going to start at the same time, and start to finish is no more usable in our EPC construction industry. So let me share with you that if there is survey and this activity having successor for initial submission, and if I'm going to change here the relationship, how it is going to impact on my, see, if there is start to start, you can just see how it is going to, okay. And if I'm going to make over here finish to finish, and so on. So majority the relationship will be used is finish to start. That is how we are going to make activities relationship in a you can say manual way. Okay, but now I'm going to tell you the step number 1 for automatic link up. I'm going to select click on the first activity, keep pressing shift button on your last activity, and just right click, and this is link up activities. See, that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is my manual way. So within one work package, first of all, you are going to develop this logic by this kind of thing. You should know about the manual way because all these activities are with the finish to start relationship. If somehow within these work packages you need to make any relationship from finish to start to start to start, you can manually go there and change that. So that is how I'm going to develop my relationships, right? And after that, that is the first stage of linking up the activities. The second stage, if I talk about my activities, in our construction industry, oil and gas industry, obviously, first of all, drawing is gonna approve, then our procurement is going to start, and construction somehow in the midway through designing will be started. So that is how I'm going to share with you. This is drawing. Once drawing is approved, only then we can start procurement. Or there are many methods: 30% model, 60%. So the activity from the designing phase, like you can see, IFC is going to run or going to drive the activity within the construction and procurement. Once drawing is done, then we can start quantification and we can order for the material items. You understand? So this level one linking of activities is to link up activities within one work package, and the next level is to cross linking of design with procurement with construction, right? So there is a best industry practice. You need to sit around the table along with your consultant, senior management team. Already you have done many projects. So how they are going to do that construction strategy, that when they need to start this section 1, section 2, section 3, and so on, right? So that is how you have to just make your project, scheduling, linking, logic, and all that. So now I'm going to present you this project schedule where all the linkage is already done, right? First level, I have already showed you that how you are going to link up your activities. Then, you can see over here, I'm going to activate this, block diagram. Now, this is given by your team, that how this, your top level, maybe this is designing, then how these activities are going to drive. Once it is going to finish, the next thing within over here in construction is going to start. This is the drawing, and then it is going to start from here, section 2. Then, something like that. Let me share with you the Gantt chart, and this is going to help you. And moreover, the most important thing, I repeat again and again. Why? Because maybe you forget about this thing. Write in the comment section area about your project, where you are working right now, because it's going to help me to understand my audience careers, their respective job career, and their positions. If you are going to write about yourself in the comment section area, and moreover, if you are going to write there, my team is going to approach you and provide you this XZR file, installations, and all that, right? So now you can see this is all our project, and we have, and the method to link up the things is the same, right? And moreover, if you want to join this job career as a complete your journey, like you want to join this as a planning engineer, but you are already a mid career level, engineer, site engineer, or fresher, I can help you. So for that reason, you have to contact with my team. So my team can contact you if you are going to write in the comment section area. So scope is loaded, activities are linked up with each other. So this linking of activities will come from the team, like how they are going to plan their construction methodology, when they are going to plan section 1, section 2, section 3. Obviously, after section 1, if we talk about section 1, so within section 1, you can see over here, everything is should be interconnected within section 1. Once these civil works are done, then we can start piping and then hydro testing and all that. See, that is how we are going to make our relationship lines. So after doing this complete milestone, linking of activities, then cross linking of activities across different kind of WBS, right? Procurement with construction, design, and all that. Once you are done with this one, the second task is to assign with the duration. This activity is going to take 1 day, 7 days, 24. If I talk about designing, so design team is going to provide duration for every single drawing or plan to get prepared. Okay. So a planning engineer is going to get that breakdown and manually going to write here, this activity is going to take 1 day, 6 days, 30 days, 2 days, so on. And procurement team is responsible to give you the breakdown for these activities, like RFQ is going to take 2 days. So planning engineer is supposed to take all this duration from the procurement team. Likewise, when I talk about construction planning, right? So there are 220 days, there are 200 days, and so on, right? So there are productivity sheets. You have to consult with such kind of productivity sheets. This is my activity. This is my unit of measurement, right? This is productivity. Like in 1 hour, I can make route survey for 1 kilometer, right? And zero point 0.8 kilometer will be done ROW with the help of these resources. Okay, so these are the productivities. So if I can help you, after linking of all the activities, we are going to develop such kind of project schedule network diagram. And assigned duration, that is by productivity sheets, right? Remember that you are going to take your productivity sheets from Excel sheet, and such kind of productivity Excel sheet will be formulated, right? And resources will be enlisted over there. So for a beginner, for a fresher, it will be good sheet to understand, right? And even if you are going to write there, I'm gonna attach you this sheet over there in the comment section area, right? So here we are. And total man hours, let me share with you. We are going to total man hours formula. Total man hours is going to be like work, total work given in the BOQ divided by productivity. That is how you are going to find out total man hours. And these total man hours will be allocated within Primavera P6. Here I am going to share with you how to develop your resources. I will click on enterprises. I will get into the resources. Within this window, I can click on this add button. Okay. And I'm going to add my specific project resources. Like I'm going to click on this add button, and here one dummy resource will be added. I have no concern with any already developed resources, right? So this is my dummy resource. Just move it outside. I can name it as per my project, upstream project unit 7, right? And under this, I'm going to select like my skilled labor. Okay. Then I have to make sure about non-skilled labor. That is the way you have to non-skilled labor. My machinery resources like excavators, loaders, something like that. Okay. Same way I have to keep on adding these these resources, right? Okay. And then I'm going to add loader. But one thing, make sure loader, I need to add, welding plant and so on. I need to add some piping materials, coating materials, paint, okay, something like that. And you just make sure that this dashboard is also customized by columns. Just right click, here are the columns, and just come on customize. You make sure these columns should be there. ID, name, resource type, unit of measure. Just apply them, and it's done. After developing your resources, paint is not non-labor. Just click on the resource type. This is material resource. And yes, your piping material is also material resource. Yes, your welding is actually welding plant is also material resource. Okay, non-labor resource. Okay. Then your loaders is also non-labor, like machinery. Excavators is also machinery. Non-skilled labor is labor, and this is also labor, because there are three type of resources. Labor, all the human beings are labor. Machinery is non-labor, whereas the material or consumables are material resources. You understand? So that is how you are going to just make this development of resources, and respectively you can add their respective per hour charges over here under this resource detail. From here you can open this resource detail bottom layout window, and within this unit and prices you can find here standard rate, and you can attach their per hour rates. And that's all. Once it's done, you have to just make sure that if the trench excavation is there, like I'm going to make fiber optical cable, so how many people I need there, that analysis should be there, right? If I talk about fiber optical cable, I can right click on the activity details, get into the resources. I need to open my productivity sheet over here. So let me share with you, just 1 minute. Okay, here I can just make sure about an activity like, okay, backfilling. Let's suppose I talk about backfilling, right? So if there is a productivity, see, this is backfilling. The idea will come from only one single activity, the same concept. See, in 1 hour, I can make, 50 meter backfilling of this in running length, right? 50 meter. So what I can do now, this is my productivity in 1 hour. Okay, these are the resources are going to work for 1 hour and they are going to perform 50-meter backfilling. Now let's say from BOQ, this is my productivity. From BOQ, I'm going to take like total backfilling is like 5,000 or 50,000, right? This is my total work, which is given in BOQ, 50,000 meters. And then I can just, this is total work divided by, this is something like productivity. I need to make 1,000 man hours utilization. 1,000 man hours. Okay. So these 1,000 man hours are budgeted units, are total man hours. So how many days I need to spend, right? So that depend on my construction strategy. If my team is going to tell me that I need to complete this work in 50 days, right? So I can understand that this will be divided by 50. Okay, on daily basis, I need to work for 20 hours. Or, I can make one shift is 10 hours. I need to deploy there two shifts. That is how you can understand. This is your budgeted unit per time. This is your duration or days. This is your budgeted units are total. So that is how you have to conclude this concept. Okay, now I can just make sure about it and I can assign here within the backfilling. Let me share with you. I can assign add resource, skilled labor, non-skilled labor, and excavators and loaders, and there can be like soil and all that. Don't worry. Okay. So now I need to make sure 1,000 within this 1,000. See, this is gonna be like in 20 days. I should put here 20, and for this 20, I need to make sure that it should be excavator should be working like 20 hours per day, and this should be working like 10 hours per day, and this should be working like, because there is a maybe 100, not 100, maybe, yeah, 20, two helpers we need, and only one skilled labor. So you can 400 is 800 and 1,000, and this is going to be 1,200, right? So the total is 1,200 now. Somehow we can adjust from 1,200 to 1,000 because our calculation in Excel is 1,000. Okay. So that is how we are going to allocate our resources. Likewise, if we are going to, add their cost in our resources window, it is going to show up our, cost over here. But majority cases, right now, if I have just, assigned resources on a single activity or fewer activities. So I'm going to give you a very important tip over here. Majority of oil and gas and construction projects, there is one practice. If I can just, in my next step, after this, our milestone is to develop critical path method, right? So you can see that once you are linking up all the activities, you are going to assign all the durations, and within that, in designing and procurement, you are not going to assign any resources unless your client is going to ask you. But in construction activities, you are going to assign resources with the same methodology I have shared with you. After that, you have to get into the schedule, schedule your window. It's going to give you red color and green color activities. In my specific situation, it is already done because I have activated one more option here, schedule automatically. It is giving me the instant impact. You understand? So now this is critical path method. So critical path method, I'm going to explain you after linking up your activities at level 1, level 2, and after assignment of duration at every single activity level, assignment of resources. Now, the critical path method will be calculated by Primavera P6, and this is the longest path because just imagine when you are going to construct anything, there are multiple things going on like electrical work, mechanical, structure, substructure, superstructure, and there are dependencies. There are multiple paths which are taking that construction from initial starting point to the ending point. So there are multiple paths. So by this allocation of resources, by this duration assignment, by this linking of activities with each other, Primavera P6 is going to highlight one, the longest path, which is going to be a critical path of interconnected activities. The longest, the path which is going to consume the maximum duration of the project duration. So that longest path is called critical path, and that path is going to control project duration. All the shorter paths are called non-critical paths, and activities which are on these non-critical path are called non-critical activities. And moreover, I have explained this thing in more depth and in more detailed way in my sessions. If you are interested to understand these things in practical exposure way, just write in the comment section area, and my team is going to share with you the live free masterclass where you're gonna get too much exposure oriented things, right? So here it is enough to tell you people about critical path method. I hope you can understand this one. So after this development of critical path method, next thing is to manage the total float. What does mean by total float? Let me share with you one layout which I have already established. I can get into layout and open layout. No. And here is critical path method. I am going to see. You can also develop same like critical path method, right? So here you can see that you can add here the columns like early start, early finish, late start, late finish, and total float. If I talk about any single activity which is showing total float here 28 days, you can just make your observation. This activity we can start on 21st June, but if I talk about the late date, that is 27th July, and that is the difference. So total float is the difference between late start minus early start. That is the mathematical formula. Late finish minus early finish. This is actually total float is the amount of time which is always possessed by non-critical activities or green color bars, and it is a flexibility by which this activity can be delayed and project delivery will not be impacted. You understand? And if I can take go through all this project, you can see you can find zero float. These are red color, these are critical activities. Here you can find early start, the same date, late start, same. There is no. So that is why 27 July minus 27 July is going to give you 0, and there is no flexibility, no float, and red color and critical activities. You understand? Okay. And if there is total float is more than something, the float management is very important. At this stage, you need to understand how to control this. Total float should be within the limit, like 10 to 20% of total project duration. Here you can see that your total project duration is 365 days, 1 year. But somewhere you can just observe this is 330. This is not acceptable. So total float should be 10 to 20%. But how to control it? There can be only two reasons. Maybe that is, logically not correct link up, right? So what I can see, and the second thing, maybe there is open activity, like there is no predecessor and successor. And if I can see here, this activity, I can go into the activity details. I can come here. There is no predecessor. I need to make here somehow some predecessor. And if I can come here, I can see the successor for this activity where it is link up. I can go there and I can see here the same. I need to investigate. The 330 days is continued here, and it is something is open here. So I have to make sure, I have to ask my team when I need electrical and instrumentation drawings to be done. So I need to make logic close over here. So electrical and instrumentation drawing will be done. You can see will be not done. Once that drawing, see, let me share with you. Issue for construction, it will be connected with the procurement. Instrumentation procurement will be started once drawing will be done. As soon as I have link up, the total flow duration is reduced. And moreover, I have to link up with the electrical and instrumentation construction as well when this thing is gonna start up, right? So here I'm going to link up this one where electrical and instrumentation work is going on, right? This is installation. Okay, so here I can see that if there is something like installation and all that, let's say we are going to interlink with the NC115 unit with the installation, right? Where it is exactly. So we need to place a logic. Let's say here tie in crossing, and still there is no impact because that is already giving too much flexibility. But again, the thing is that if you are going to change the relationship with the things, it is going to impact on your total float. So you need to keep on checking your logic, successor, predecessor, and then the second thing, the durations. That is how you are going to make your total float. And moreover, these things are require many hours discussion. So if you are interested to learn such kind of things, I would like to invite my complete training sessions, and for that you have to write in the comment section area. So I'm just giving you an overview. After this total float management, you have to start understanding Primavera P6 reporting features, which are given over here. And now I'm going to just view layout, open layout. Now you understand that how this is going to work out. And here we are, see, and I'm going to tell you where are the reporting features. So here we have reporting features, or you can get into view and click on show on bottom. There is activity usage profile. So let me share with you this one. See, if I can, this is activity usage, this is reporting feature. So there is right click, this one you can make graphical view major lines. It is going to change your outlook of this graphical area. You can change background color by this one. See, I can make it as it is. Okay, apply, and get into data. You can show your data in cost, units, make combinations like total, apply, and units, either you can show in labors or non-labor. Okay, and if I show you in cost, furthermore, this is baseline like planning phase. Budgeted means also resource based planning. Actual means, if I can just make it apply something like that. If I can, cumulative is going to give you, see, if I can only make, this is going to give me only the histograms, the vertical bars. This is going to give me the cumulative like S curves or cash flows. So let me share with you, apply. There are only histograms. If I can make like this one, this is S curve. And if I can double check over here, it is going to give me that this is within January 06 week, it is going to give me, I need 1300. You can say, what is this one? Total cost within this week. But so far till week 2 in January 06, I'm supposed to deliver this much money to be utilized there, 25,742. That is cumulative. I hope you understand about time, time interval and cumulative. And if you want to take, again, I repeat, write in the comment section area. And that is how I can make there, this is and actual means once we are going to start tracking, then we can activate that one as well. This is earned value management portion, and this is reporting part number 1 for activities. And if I can make for selected activities, I can click over here within, now once I'm going to switch from all project to the simple ones, you can just click over here and you can find here, see, yeah, only selected activities, right? Only selected activities will be showing up here because I could not make something like all the activities assignment. Okay, but now here in the time period, if I'm going to click here, the time period, I'm going to click over here after having selection of time period. So this is going to show up only those activities which are under plan date. If I'm going to click here within this week line, only these activities are supposed to deliver. If I'm going to click only trench bedding, you understand that is how Primavera P6 is going to give you superb analytical approach. Same way activity usage profile, and I can just help you to understand how to make your resource usage profile. You know, when I talk about resource usage profile, here, I need to make sure there are many resources, right? So I have to go there, filter by current project resources, and here we are. See, excavators. So let me share with you. This is my excavator. Non-skilled labor, skilled labor. See, individual resources, I can see their utilization. I can see how many resources I have deployed individually, right? So you can see their consumption by this. And if I talk about my view and show on bottom activity usage spreadsheet, this is gonna more interesting. See, I can see my data, that against my trench excavation, what is this total cost? How much total cost will be consumed in week 28, in week 29? Because this activity is going to take 220 days, right? So every week I can change time scale, and my this information is gonna be changed. You understand what I mean? So that is how you are going to understand all of these things. These spreadsheets, I can take this data out of Primavera P6 easily. First of all, I can customize this data, spreadsheet fields. There is cumulative and there is time interval. Let's say I can take data like labor hours, non-labor hours, materials or machinery, whatever I want generate within Excel report. Let me share with you over here one time. Let me just one, I can right click, spreadsheet fields, cumulative, and here we are. From here we can choose whatever we need to make the S curve. This is my cumulative budget, labor cost, material cost, then non-labor cost and total cost. That's already selected. Apply. Okay, I can sum up this one. Okay, like just 1 minute. I can just minimize by this one, and I can select all this one, right? Just 1 minute. Okay, Control C. I will press on my keyboard. I will share with you Excel, and here we are. And on this report, I can just make sure that it is Control V. It's done. And now I can just delete this one. Just 1 minute. This is very important step. So here, that is how you are going to use spreadsheet feature and take your data from Primavera P6. Either there are total man hours, cost, whatever data is there. You can take into Excel and you can customize your S curves, cash flows, project profiles, tracking sheets, and all that. So that is how these are the empty ones. So I'm going to delete them. Right. So I'm going to select over here. Okay. Like this way. Insert this one, and here we are. Got it? See? And likewise, I can make data label, and see, this is your S curve. And you can start working like a tracking on the basis. This is your important reporting feature, right? So that is how you are going to, create the complete project from very scratch level. I try to deliver you people the exact things that how your project will be developed, right? So there are many other features as well, which are, I will be keep on posting on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe this channel. You write in the comment section area for my support. If you like this video, just write down there. It's not over yet. There is one more important feature. As for industry perspective, you are going to start your career. The end of this planning phase is gonna be ended on the assignment of this baseline. You are going to tell Primavera P6, now I am done with all these things, right? So let's make it like locked. So click on this project, maintain baseline. What does mean by baseline? You are going to tell software, you are going to tell stakeholders. Now this is the strategy we are going to follow. Nobody can change anything within this document now, right? So maintain baseline. Here, click on this add button. Primavera P6 is going to ask you two options. Top option is our requirement. As soon as you are going to do this, within second, it is going to just make copy paste of this complete project, and you are going to just name it as per your requirement. Initial baseline, IBL, something like that. Initial planning baseline. Close it. It's done. Get into project again. Assign baseline. On the top of this, there, the second line, IBL, initial baseline, which you have recently created. Okay, that's done. The step number 2 is done. Now Primavera P6 is aware that you have logged this project. The third step, go into bars, and here you will find primary baseline. Checkbox this one, apply. Now underneath of every red and white, this green bar, you will find yellowish bar, which is your primary baseline. Now, what is the impact? Let's say now after assignment of this baseline, if I'm going to change anything like from 2 to 5, how it is going to behave? It has slip off, detract. It has shown me that the red bars are going to show as per 5, and it has disturbed the sequence, whereas the initial baseline bars are yellowish bar, which are baseline bars. Now onward, if I'm going to track my project, if there is anything variant to this initial baseline, it is going to be shown on this diagram as a slip off, as a detract mode. So that is very important to just get awareness, and that is the planning phase. When you are going to document, you are going to submit this complete, you are going to convert this complete plan into PDF and file, get into, first of all, print preview. It will look like this one. Let me share with you. First of all, you are going to make here something like that. And now I'm going to close. It is not as per my requirement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make again file, page setup. From here, options. My Gantt chart was not selected. Here I can go and I can select from what is the date when my project is going to start. Let's say this is 20th of June 2024. So here I'm going to custom date like this one. Okay, 20 June. I will go 1 month earlier, and then finish date is 20 July 2025. So I can go by this one, 20 July. So I can go into August 1 month later, so that my report should be good one, right? Okay. And now I can go into print preview and see. Okay, but again, see, there are things I need to manage. I will close it. I will just show it in time scale like weekly basis. I will go by, calendar or quarterly basis. Okay, apply. Okay, and something like that. Again, I will get into file, print preview. Okay, now it's much better, right? I can see like this way around. You can make this is your PDF. You have to attach this PDF, and further you have to just take export this XZR file, not from spreadsheet. You can also make it as Excel, but here, because you are going to hand over this file XZR to, in the same way I'm going to share with you this XZR file. Once you are going to write there in the comment section area, after that, once you are going to done with your installation of Primavera P6, the link is already, I have mentioned multiple times, is there. Again, I'm going to attach one links there, Primavera P6, how to install it. Once you are going to install that thing in your system, this file, the way I'm going to export it, you can get via email or via WhatsApp. Once you are going to write there in the comment section area by my team, and then the same way, you will get, this link, this file to be imported into your system, and you can see all these things the way I'm working right now. Okay, it's really wonderful, right? So next project, yes, and next, and yes, finished. That's done. Now once you need to import it, like once you are going to get it via email, you have to make import, and you have already downloaded it. I'm assuming that one. Next. Okay, and make it next, and file name, you are going to give the pathway where it is. See, this one is imported, so just open it, and next, because I have already this project, so that is why it's asking me. So I'm asking again, create a new project and make in the system, like I can put it in engineering and construction. Next, and just modify top three liners should be insert new. Okay, that is way you have to, that is the way you need to import in your system, and that is the way client is going to investigate once you are going to submit this one. Next, finish, and how to open that file. Just as a matter of fact of proof, engineering and construction, I can go down USP. See, upstream, you can find here, I can just make USP, just make sure. Okay, right now, upstream project, I can find here. See this one. Open the same project. See the same project, 365 days. I hope you enjoyed this comprehensive video on Primavera P6, how to understand project planning, control, scheduling, and all that. And if you are interested to join my sessions in which I'm going to deliver you live sessions, live my experience, my exposure, and through that, I will be going to talk about the detailed, comprehensive concepts about project planning, scheduling, the data, the contract, the management practices, processes, right? So don't miss it if you are interested to join planning, scheduling in Gulf region, in America, in Europe. There, my projects are based on such kind of multinational companies based projects. So see you in my live free masterclass and in my paid sessions as well. Thank you very much. But don't forget to subscribe this channel and write in the comment section area. See you in my next video.